Hello, welcome back to some APBA baseball. I've been working on a 1972 Nolan Ryan pitching replay. This is game number 5. As you can see, so far he is 2-2 with a 2.32 ERA, 30 strikeouts and 31 innings pitched, so he's under the strikeouts just a bit. 1972 in the American League is the last year without the DH. Which 1973 was the beginning of the end of baseball, in my humble opinion. And again, I'm kind of teasing, but for me personally, it is. I know that the offense in the American League was pretty poor in 1972. The Angels in particular are not good at all. It's actually amazing that Nolan Ryan was able to go 19-16. I did see an incredible stat about his record on quality starts, that he didn't get a win, I think if he'd have had a better offensive clubs behind him, he would have won quite a few more games than he did. And of course, his other Achilles heel was that he was wild. He a lot of walks, and that certainly hurt him. So here he is a and then a K, which you don't see very often on his strikeout modifier. He does have that dreaded W. He does have the G, which means he will not give up as many home runs as average. So at any rate, in to face the Angels here at Anaheim Stadium is the Boston Red Sox. The last game, they were shut out 3-0 by the Brewers here at home. So that was his second loss. Again, just curious to see how Mr. Nolan Ryan would do with APBA in 1972. This is his first year with the Angels. At 71, he was with the Mets still. So, as you can see in real life there, he struck out 329 in 284 innings. So, had a very nice year. Only 166 walks. Again, those hits rather. Those 157 walks hurt him. And again, not having a lot of offensive support didn't help a lot either. So anyway, without further ado, we'll get things started here. The Red Sox versus the California Angels. That's a monumental event here on my channel. That's the first time I've ever remembered to hit that, the Great Hambino, before the game actually started. So you might want to write that down. All right, leading off for the Red Sox would be Tommy Harper of Seattle Pilot and then Milwaukee Brewer fame. I think this is his first year with the Red Sox. The starting pitcher for the Red Sox today also has that same moniker, Marty Patton. He was Seattle Pilots and then Milwaukee Brewers in 1970. So a lot of transplanted Pilot Brewers here on the Red Sox team. I'm doing Stratomatic to replay all the games except for Nolan Ryan's game. So Boston comes in at 8-7, which is like 3 games, I believe, better than their real life. California 7-11. Which is 1 worse than they did in real life. So I don't think the Angels will be making the playoffs, but you never know. All right, so Ryan's master grade is 18, which is a good A in the middle, versus righties. Harper will add 3 to it, which will make him a 21. So for this at bat, Nolan Ryan will be an A and a C as in cat. So here we go. 24, and he strikes out Mr. Harper, and this game is underway. Due up next is Luis Aparicio, White Sox and Oriole fame. I think this is his second year with the Red Sox, and he ends his career here, I believe. Versus righties, he will add 4 to Nolan's 18, which will make it 22, which will be an A and a C. Righty versus righty, 26 is a 32. And Nolan has the K, and he strikes out his second batter in 2 2 out of 2, I should trying to say. So quickly 2 away. That brings Reggie Smith to the plate. He's having a good year in the replay. 327, 4 home runs, 12 RBIs. Versus righty, he just drops 1. So that'll drop Nolan Ryan to an A as an apple. 2 out, nobody on. 43 is a 29. He is not an X, so that's bounced back to the mound. Reggie Smith, the first to make contact. Nolan Ryan will field it and throw on to first to retire the Red Sox in the first. So they go in order with 2 strikeouts. Go to the bottom of the first. Red Sox nothing. Angels coming to bat. As you can see, Mr. Marty Patton on the mound. For the Red Sox, he is a B as in boy with a Y strikeout modifier. His master rating is 11. He doesn't have a home run modifier. All right. Drink some coffee here. I think that's you have to have coffee and you have to have cats. I don't know. That seems to be the 2 common denominators for our hobby: coffee and cats. Unfortunately, I don't have a cat, so I might get kicked out of the club. All right. This anemic California offense. We'll see what they can do against Patton. Patton had a pretty good year there, as you can see, 17-13 with a 3.24 ERA. So again, he's an 11, which is a low B as in boy. Versus righties, he will tack on 2. That'll be 13, which will keep him at a B. So Sandy Alomar will take his place in the left-handed batter's box, and here we go. 64, and he strikes out. So Marty Patton doing his Nolan Ryan impersonation, strikes out Sandy Alomar for out number 1. Ken Berry versus righties will add 3, still a B as in boy. As you can see, Berry underperforming there substantially, as he's well over 100 points under his real-life average. 36 and 33, both teams are a 2 on their fielding. So 33, he is a Y, so that's going to be a strikeout. So how about that? Here, hang on a second here. Gotta fix that to where we're not seeing that up on the top here. Let's mute that. All right. So 2 out. That brings Veda Pinson to the plate, who's underperforming as well. Versus righties, he's a +1, so that'll drop Patton down to a C as in cat. Here's the pitch. 14, and that slapped the other way, left center field. Miller and Harper will run toward it. Miller will get there first, and that'll be it for the Angels. So he flies out to left. All righty, both teams go in order. Both teams struck out twice. We go to the second. No score. Rico Petrocelli. He's overperforming substantially in the replay by 100 points, as you can see. Again, I'm using Stratomatic to do the games, all but what Nolan's pitching. All right, versus right-handers, he'll add 3 to Nolan, which will make him a 21, A and C. 64, and he whiffs. Petrocelli swings under a nice rising fastball. Out number 1. It brings Dwayne Josephson up. Versus righty, he'll add 7 to Nolan Ryan, which is the 25, still a A and a C. 33, and that's a hanger. 12 will be an 8. 7, 8, and 11 stays always a D on the second column, so an 8's a single to left center field. So over the head of Leo Cardenas. Pinson cuts it off. And the Red Sox have the first hit of the game. Josephson is slow. So again, like a red light, red slow, yellow average, green fast. Go to our one runner on first chart. Due up next is Rick Miller playing left field today for the Red Sox. Versus righties, he will add 1 to Nolan's 18, which will keep him in the A range. Part-time player, looks like, getting a start today. 63 is a 30. And with a runner on first, that's going to be hit the other way. Hit on a line right to Pinson. So Miller a little late on an outside fastball. Gets good wood on it, but Ada Pinson is in the right place to receive it for out number 2. John Kennedy, second baseman for the Red Sox. 2 out, runner on first. He'll make a 19, still an A as an apple out of Ryan. Here's the pitch. 53-19 is going to be a third baseman check. Linus, we'll go with Linus. If it's different, let me know. It could be Linus. But Linus, it could be something completely different. I don't remember ever hearing his name, so forgive me. But he's not a great first baseman, so 19. So that's going to be a single to left, runner to second. So Kennedy hits that one by Linus, not able to grab it. That'll put him on first and second. So defense does come into play, especially if you do the advanced defense. It's not as important as some other sims. I think Strat probably, inside pitch maybe. But it does come into play, so enough to make it a difference, but not as much as some other sims, which I'm okay with, again, for what I'm getting from APBA. All right. Kennedy's fast, so with 2 out, runners on first and second. The Red Sox got a bit of a rally going here. That'll bring up Pudge, Carlton Fisk from Bellow Falls, Vermont. Versus righties, he'll add 2, so that's still an A for Nolan Ryans. So 2 Hall of Famers here. 2 out, runners on first and second. 56, and Ryan wins this battle of the Hall of Famers. Of course, Pudge, early in his career here, he had a pretty good year, though. Actually had a very good year, 293, 22 home runs. So he did very well, but not on this at-bat. Nolan Ryan strikes out his 4th batter of the game. To destroy the Red Sox rally here in the second. So no runs, 2 hits. They leave a couple runners on. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. All right. So again, Patton's an 11. Bob Oliver has the wrong card there. He's in a Royal uniform. Let me see if I can fix that. That bothers my OCD. There we go. So it looks like Bob Oliver did start the year with Kansas City and then was traded to the Angels. So I had to go to his 1973 card. Or that might be 74. I can't remember. I know the Marty Patton, that's a 72 card, I believe. So at any rate, we have him with the right team now. All right, so versus righty, he's a -3. Again, Patton is a low B, so it takes quite a bit to get him out of the B range, and Oliver is not bad enough against righties to do that. So Oliver's hitting .314 with a home run, 6 RBI so far. 26, and he strikes out. So 3rd strikeout today for Patton. Again, he doing his Nolan Ryan impersonation. 1 away here in the bottom of the second. Jim Spencer versus righties. We'll keep Patton at a B, as in boy. 51, a 9 with a B, and that's going to be a single over short. So that's slapped back up the middle. Aparicio not able to get to it. Harper will field it and throw it back in, and the Angels have their first hit of the day. One out, one on. Spencer is slow on first base. Leo Cardenas. Again, a lot of Angels underperforming here in the replay. Versus righties, he'll keep Patton at a B as in boy. Go to our runner on first chart here. Angel fans trying to root their team on to some offense. Leo Cardenas, again, will keep Patton at a B. And here's the pitch. 56 is a 34. Again, both teams are a 2. He is a Y, so he strikes out Cardenas. So Marty Patton having a good game, strikes out his fourth batter. 2 outs for Winston Linus. Again, it could be Linas. Feel free to correct me. So -4, and that's a 15. Still not enough to get Patton out of the B area. 62, and he strikes out. So how about that? Patton got the fastball and curve and changeup working today. His whole repertoire. No runs a hit. They leave a runner on. 2 innings, no score. All right, Marty Patton will lead off here against Nolan Ryan. -2. I'll keep Nolan Ryan at A as in apple. 15 is a 9 versus an A, and that's going to be hit weakly to short. Patton in no hurry to get down the line. We'll give Cardenas plenty of time to throw him out for out number 1. So that was impressive of Patton to make contact. They're giving points for that. Anytime you put it in play, anything could happen. Tommy Harper, he struck out to lead off the game. And he'll make an AC out of Ryan. 31 is a 9, and that's another grounder to short. This one hit a bit harder, but Cardenas still on the job. We'll throw him out for out number 2. Aparicio is a strikeout victim in his first at bat. He too will make Ryan an A and a C. And there goes the dice, but it's stayed on the table at least. 25 is an 8, and that's popped up on the infield. Aparicio not able to get on top of the Nolan Rising fastball. Linus will call it, or Linus will call for it and put it away to end the inning. So no strikeouts, but they go in order. Home half of the third, still no score. All right. 8, 9, and 1 due for the Angels here in their half of the third. That'll bring Art Keisner to the plate. Art's hitting an impressive 154. Wow, -5. So that's enough to get Patton out of the B. That'll make him a 16A. 44 is an 8, and that's popped up on the infield. A little bit to the left of the pitcher's mound. Petrocelli will say that he has it, and he will get no argument from his teammates, and he will put it away for out number 1. Nolan Ryan, not a great hitter, will take his place in the right-handed batter's box. He will keep Patton at a B as in boy. And that one did go off the table. You'd think I'd be better at that. 54, 32, and that's hit out to right field. Reggie Smith ranging to his right. We'll get to that little rainbow for out number 2. Sandy Alomar, he struck out to lead off the first. 2, so he'll keep Patton at a B. 32-26, and that's hit down to Kennedy at second base. He plays it on 3 hops and throws on to the first baseman to retire the side. So they go in order for the second of 3 innings. We go to the top of the 4th, no score still. Got 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Red Sox. Reggie Smith grounded out to Nolan Ryans to end the first. Let's see. He will keep Nolan at an A. 22, and that's hit. Pulls that one in between Alomar and Spencer for a base hit. So leadoff single here for the Red Sox. Hit number 3 today for the team. Reggie Smith is fast on first base. So they're not going to bunt with Petrocelli. He's a 3, so that'll make an AC out of Ryan. 51 is a 9. And that C gets him, so that's a little nubber down the third base line. Lennis charges hard and throws a bullet to Spencer just in time to nip Petrocelli at first. So nice play by the third baseman, not normally known for his glove. Made a pretty good play there. Let's see, he goes 5-3 on the putout. That will get Smith to second, so in effect it was a sacrifice. 1 out for Dwayne Josephson. Runner on second. 7-25. That's an AC on this at bat for Ryan. I'll be darned. They stayed on the table again. All right, 23 is a 12, and that's going to be a strikeout. So Nolan with the hook on that one. Froze Josephson as his knees buckled. And he goes down looking. 2 away. It'd be tough to see that curveball as a right-handed batter after that blazing fastball. I think he was throwing right around 100 at this time in his career. All right, Miller will make an A as an apple out of Ryan. We got runner on second, 2 away. 63 is a 30, and that's going to be a fly ball out to left field. Vada Pinson will come toward the infield. Catch it at the waist to end the inning. So the Red Sox waste a leadoff single. They get him as far as second base, but that's where he will end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th, still no score. Ken Berry, we got 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Angels. Ken Berry, -3. That'll be a B as in boy for Patton. Berry struck out in his first at bat. 41 is a 28, and that's a ground ball in the hole. Aparicio will get to it. Fires across the infield to get Berry by a step. Aparicio still with pretty good range as he is getting in the twilight of his career. Made a nice play on that one. 1 away, Vada Pinson. He will make a C as in cat out of Patton. He flew out to left, his first effort of the game. 24, and he strikes out. So Patton matching Nolan Ryan on strikeouts. Strikes out his 6th. Route number 2. And that brings Oliver to the plate, who is a strikeout victim. He'll make a B as in boy out of Patton. 12's a 25, and that's hit to the second baseman, Kennedy. He's positioned properly, and he will throw him out to end the inning. So Patton throwing a good game as well. As they go in order for the third out of 4 innings. We go to the 5th, still no score. Bottom of the lineup due for the Red Sox. 7, 8, and 9. John Kennedy, the second baseman, has a single. Nolan will be an A as an apple on this at bat. 16 is a 28, and that's a K, which he has, and so he strikes out. Strikeout number 6 for Ryan today. Carlton Fisk was a strikeout victim in his first at bat. He will make Ryan will be an A on this at bat too. 52 is a 27, and that's hit down to the third baseman Linus. He fires on to first, and out number 2 has been recorded. Pitcher Marty Patton, 2 out, nobody on. 2, so he'll keep Ryan at an A. 62, and he strikes out. Strikeout number 7 for Ryan. Patton not able to make contact on that one. Nolan Ryan gave him 3 fastballs, and he missed and looked at all 3 of them. And so Ryan not messing around with him, strikes him out to end the inning. All right, bottom of the 5th. Both teams trying to figure out the opposing pitchers. Again, 72 for the American League. Wasn't a lot of offense overall. So Patton will be a B as in boy for this at bat. Spencer has the only hit today for the Angels, a single in the second. 16's a 28, and that's going to be grounded to short. Up the middle, Aparicio will get it, and from behind second base, he'll throw him out for out number 1. Leo Cardenas struck out in his first at bat. Again, Patton will be a B as in boy. 13, that's normally the walk area, but Cardenas didn't walk a lot, so that's a 23. Again, they're a 2. And that's going to be hit out to center field. Tommy Harper coming on, and he is not able to field it. It pops out of his glove, and Cardenas is on with a 1-base error. First error today for either team. Harper, not a great outfielder. Displayed it there. So the Angels get a run. Tommy Harper, again, I think he was a second baseman when he was with the Brewers and the Pilots. So we got runner on first. Cardenas is slow, according to the APBA Brain Trust. So versus a righty, he's a -4. So again, he's the 1. No, that's 15, so that'd still be a B. 1 out. Runner on first. Linus struck out his first at bat. 16 is a 28. That's the shortstop. Aparicio is a good one. So he will get to it in the hole. Backhands it. He fires to Kennedy. Kennedy plays it like a first baseman and just nips Cardenas by a hair to get the force. 6-4. So nice play by Aparicio there to get the lead runner. So 2 away. Linus at first on the fielder's choice. He's average. That brings the catcher, Keisner. He's the one that's got enough to make an A as an apple out of Patton. Here's the pitch. He popped out to third his first at bat. 62, and he strikes out. So strikeout number 7 for Patton. Must be something in the California air. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 runner left. We go to the 6th, still no score. Knotted at 0. Top of the order for the Red Sox. Tommy Harper is 0 for 2 with 1 strikeout. 3, he'll make an AC out of Nolan Ryans. 63 is a 31. That's fly ball out to Barry in center field. Berry, who's a fine fielder, will make that play with no difficulty for out number 1. Luis Aparicio is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. He, too, will make an AC out of Nolan Ryan. 13, and that's a walk. So, amazingly, that's the first walk that Ryan has allowed. Again, if he had a bit more control, he probably would have been Walter Johnson-esque. Because that was, again, the lack of offensive support and lack of control was his biggest problems. So Aparicio's on first. He's a fast runner. Nolan Ryan will set his attention on Reggie Smith, who's 1 for 2. He'll keep Ryan at an A as an apple. Go to our runner on first chart. Here's the pitch. 24, and he strikes him out. So strikeout number 8. Reggie Smith, nice fastball up and in. Smith not able to get around on it. Second out of the inning. Rico Petrocelli, 3. He'll make a AC out of Nolan Ryan. Aparicio still on first. Petrocelli's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Uh-oh. It's not too bad. It's going to be a single to right field. Oh, hang on a second. No, that's not going to be. He is an A and a C. So that's actually going to be a ground ball to third base. Linus will go the long way, and he'll retire Petrocelli. So that 7's not always a hit on the runner on first chart. It is on the bases empty chart. So ground out, 5-3. So that'll do it for the Red Sox. They get no runs, no hits, no errors. They leave a runner left. They go to the bottom of the sticks. Still no score. Nolan Ryan will lead off for the Angels here in the bottom of the 6th. He flew out to right field in his first at-bat of the day. Patton will be OB as in boy, and here's the pitch. 62 is a strikeout. So Nolan Ryan whiffs. Patton with a nice change up there. 1 out, and that's strikeout number 8. So he's matched Nolan Ryan's strikeout for strikeout in this game. Sandy Alomar. Patton will stay at a B. 61 is a 29, and that's hit back to the box. Patton fields it with nice reflexes and throws him out for out number 2. 2 out, nobody on for Ken Berry. Again, a B as in boy for Patton. 52-27, and that's going to be hit down to the third baseman Petrocelli. He charges it to get the short hop, and he gets it. Throws on to first. And so both pitchers throwing BBs. All right, top of the 7th we go. Dwayne Josephson will take the first crack at Nolan Ryan here in the 7th. 25, so he'll make an AC out of Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan pitching a good one. Actually, I think he's being outpitched just a little bit by Patton overall. 22 is a 7, and that's going to be a single to right field. So Josephson waits back on a Nolan Ryan fastball and slaps it the other way. Hit number 4 today for the Red Sox. Josephson is slow on first base. I think they're going to see if they can. The Angels have the infield in. Eddie Casco, I believe, is going to call for the sacrifice bunt here. Rick Miller looking to lay it down. 34 is a 31. And he gets it down. Josephson at first will field it, and he'll throw to Alomar covering. And so nice job there getting the bunt down. Runner in scoring position. Playing a little small ball here. He's out 3-4 on the sacrifice. All right, Kennedy, John Kennedy will see if he can get Josephson in from second. Got runner on second. He'll make an A as an apple out of Ryan. Kennedy does have a single and 2 plate appearances today. 44 is a 7 with a runner on, and that's going to be a single to right. Josephson's going to be waved around, and Oliver will throw it back into second as the Red Sox go ahead. So the sacrifice paid off there. So 44-7, yep, that's a single all the way across. Let's see. We got a problem. We could have been, he's a slow runner. There was only 1 out, and we could have been playing it safe. And I didn't stay either way, and I don't know what I would have done there. So let's do a decider die. So 1, 2, and 3, he scores. 4, 5, and 6, they hold him at third. So 1, 2, and 3, he scores. Oh, so they're going to say he held. So actually, they're going to, because he's slow, they played it safe, and so he actually will just go to third on the play. Because I would have probably done that. I have to remember to do that. All right, so Josephson will go to third. Kennedy to first. Because with the score that nodded like that, good chance a slow runner would get thrown out. Kennedy is fast. So now with him on third and 1 out, they are going to play business as normal. So right there, I have said it. All right, runners on first and third, 1 out, still no score. Wanted to be fair about that thing. That brings Fisk to the plate. Let's see. I think they're going to play the corners in. Defense in. And hope for the double play up the middle. So Fisk is -2. That'll keep Nolan Ryan at an A. Runners on first and third. Fisk is 0 for 2 today. And I missed the tower, which happens a lot. 54 is a 32. Let's see. Oliver out there is a 1, so that'll be column 3. Oh, how about that? Fly out, runners hold. So he hits it to right field, and that's not going to be deep enough to get Josephson in, even though we were playing business as usual. So maybe they should have not played it safe. All right, 2 out. Runners on first and third, and that brings up the pitcher. You're not going to take him out, not with him throwing a 1-hit shutout. So he'll be an A. He'll make Ryan an A. 44 is an 8. And on an A, that's going to be a fly ball out to right field. That would have been deep enough to get him home, but unfortunately with 2 outs, it doesn't matter. So they interesting inning there. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. So we still have no score. Where's the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum located? I know that because I just talked to a Kansas City resident, APBA Brian. Kansas City it is. All right, bottom of the 7th. Trying to get some offense here. Penson's 0 for 2. He'll make a Sears and Cat out of Patton. Again, as bad as their offense was, they're underperforming here in the replay a bit. 13 is a 22, but they didn't even walk much. 22 on a 2, and that's going to be hit down to Josephson at first. He'll flip to Patton, out number 1. Oliver, -3. He'll be a B as in boy. Patton will. Oliver 0 for 2. 34. That's fly ball out to center field. Tommy Harper will take a few steps to the right and put it away for out number 2. Jim Spencer is 1 for 2. Patton will stay as at a B. Uh-oh, there's a hanger. 43 is a 6, and he drills that in between the right fielder and center fielder. It will roll all the way to the wall, and Spencer will be on first with his first double, or on second rather, with his first double of the season. 2 out doubles. Again, both hits have been collected by Spencer. It's his first double. He is slow at second base. So I think they will, with 2 outs, they're going to play business. They're not going to play it safe. So Leo Cardenas, he's reached on an error. He'll make a B as in boy out of Patton. 32, 26, that's the second baseman. Kennedy is a 7. And that's going to be a routine ground ball, and Kennedy will throw him out to end the inning. I think that's the first time they've had anybody in scoring position all day long, but not able to do anything with it. Three away. Runner left. They've left 3 on the day. Top of the 8th, we still got no score. Top of the lineup here for the Red Sox, Tommy Harper, 0 for 3. 3, he'll make an AC out of Nolan Ryan. And there's a hanger, that's trouble. 45 is a 6, and that's hit to deep right center field. Nobody will get to that one. It bounces off the wall, and Harper will be in with a stand-up double. Leadoff double here. Crowd not happy. Harper is fast, so that brings Luis Aparicio, who is 0 for 2 with a walk. Again, miraculously, Nolan Ryans only walked 1 today. Versus righties, he will make an AC out of Ryan. Never been a big fan of bunting with a runner on second and no force, because then you end up, if you fail, then instead of a runner in scoring position, you got 1 at second. So I'm going to let Aparicio swing away. Maybe he can hit behind the runner. 22 is a 7 with a runner on second base, and that is across the board a single to right. So Aparicio comes through. That one's a no-doubter. Harper with great speed will score easily, and the Red Sox have dented the plate. Aparicio, a veteran with a clutch base hit. And that brings Reggie Smith to the plate, left-handed hitter. Actually a switch hitter hitting lefty versus Ryan. Aparicio is fast, so nobody out yet. Smith is 1 for 3. He'll keep Ryan at an A as an apple. 42, and that's a walk. So Nolan Ryan perhaps a little rattled. According to Strat, he is tired. I will take that into consideration. Second walk of the day by Nolan Ryan. Both runners on have good speed. Rico Petrocelli, as Nolan's in a bit of a jam here. -3, that'll make an AC out of him. Petrocelli is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. 51 is a 9. Runners on first and second. That's going to be a little nubber down the first base line. Nolan Ryan will get to it and throw out Petrocelli, but that will advance the runners. 1-3 on the put out. First out of the inning. The Angels will bring the infield in for Dwayne Josephson. Josephson is 2 for 3 today with a strikeout, so he's had a pretty good day. However, he will make a 25 AC out of Ryan. Again, the infield in. Missed the tower. Let's try that again. 12 is a 25. They are a 2. So 25-2. There's a line drive to Alomar at second base. He makes a great play, and he throws on to Cardenas at second to get Smith. So how about that? Line drive double play. Josephson hit it on the screws. Smith wandered too far off second base and gets thrown out trying to get back. So 4, 4, 6. All right, so he's out 4-6. Out number 3. Line out double play. They do get a run on 2 hits, no errors. They leave a runner left. Bottom of the 8th. Red Sox up by 1. Lennis will take crack at Patton here. Let's see. He's -4. And that'll make a B out of Patton. Lennis 0 for 2. This evening, we got a night game here. Beautiful game, or weather for a game, as you might expect from Southern California. 65 is a 35. That's hit down to Josephson. He will have time to take it to the bag himself. Out number 1. Keisner, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. He is the one in the lineup bad enough against righties to make Patton a A. 51 is a 14, and he draws a walk. First walk of the game given up by Patton. Nolan Ryan is not a good bunter, at least according to Stratomatic, and you almost have to pinch hit here. Got runner on first, 1 out. Keisner is of average running ability. So let's pause it and see what we're going to do here. So that'll be it for Nolan Ryan. Del Rice, the California manager, has called on Mickey Rivers to pinch hit. Mickey's hitting 174 so far versus righties. He will keep Patton at a B. The Boston bullpen is looks like there's some activity down there just in case. Again, Keisner is average speed, so they'll do business as usual with him. And here we go. Mickey Rivers is fast. 35 is a strikeout. So nice job by Patton there as he strikes out the pinch hitter for out number 2. That's strikeout number 9 this evening for Patton. Patton's got it going. All right, 2 out. Sandy Alomar, we'll see what he can do here. Patton will be a B on this at bat. Alomar is 0 for 3. Uh-oh, that's a hanger. That could be trouble. 61 is a 6. Runner on first, a B, and that's going to be hit down the first base bag. Josephson not able to get it. And with 2 outs, Keisner is going to head for home, and here's the throw, and he's safe. So Alomar ties it up. As the Anaheim faithful rejoice, and we have a tie ball game. So Ryan won't get the loss now. Double and RBI. Runner on second, 2 out. They're going to see what Patton can do here. See what they got in the bullpen. The Red Sox in 1972. So they didn't have a closer. Their saves leader had 5. So Eddie Casco, the Boston manager, is going to let Patton see what he can do, see if he can get out of his own pickle here. Alomar is fast at second base. Ken Berry versus Patton will make a B as in boy. Berry is 0 for 3 today. 24, and he strikes out. Strikeout number 10, so Patton does a good job of keeping it from getting any worse. So the Angels get a run on a hit, no errors. They leave a runner left. We go to the ninth, 1-1. All right, we got to find us a reliever here. Be right back. Del Rice will go with Eddie Fisher. He'll take over the pitching duties for the Angels. He ends up in Chicago for the White Sox before the year is out, but he is a C with no other modifiers. He has a 6, which is a low C on his master grade, no home run adjustments. And Rick Miller will lead off for the Red Sox. Miller is 0 for 3 versus righties. He will keep Fisher at a C. And here we go. 52-27, and that's hit down to the third baseman, Lennis. He fires on to first, out number 1. 5-3 on the putout. John Kennedy, the Boston second baseman, is 2 for 3 today. He'll keep Fisher at a C as in cat. 63-32. That's hit out to right field. Oliver will flag it down for out number 2. So quickly 2 away here in the top of the ninth. Carlton Fisk will keep Fisher at a C. Fisk is 0 for 3 today. 23 is a 12, and that's grounded down to the third baseman. He fires on to Spencer, and that'll do it. As Fisher does a good job in relief to retire the Red Sox in order. All right, we go to the bottom of the ninth. 1-1. We got 3, 4, and 5 scheduled for the Angels. Patton's going to stay on to see if he can continue on. They do have some relief in the bullpen ready to go just in case. Vada Pinson will make a C out of Patton. Pinson's 0 for 3. 26-27, and that's hit down to the third baseman as Pinson takes it the other way. Petrocelli is there, however, for out number 1. Oliver is 0 for 3, -3. That'll keep Patton at a B. 52-27. That's another grounder down to Petrocelli. He'll backhand it on the line, fire across for out number 2. Spencer, he's doubled and singled. He's 2 for 3. Patton will be a B. 46-29, and that's hit back to the mound. A little nubber. Patton off the mound. We'll scoop it up and throw him out to end the inning. So extra innings we go. So the Red Sox are going to go with the pinch hitter. Red Sox manager will go with Ben Ogilvy. Ogilvy's hitting 118 in limited play. He will end up with the Brewers. He is fast. Let's see. Fisher still on for the Angels in his second inning of relief. He will stay a C as in cat on this at bat. 23, and that's hit down to third baseman. And Lanas will fire on to first, out number 1. Luis Aparicio had the big RBI single in the 8th. Actually, Tommy Harper's up, my bad. Tommy Harper had the double and scored in the 8th. Versus righty, -3, 9, C for Fisher. 56, and he strikes out. So Fisher with a nice changeup. Harper goes down on strikes. Luis Aparicio, 2 out, nobody on. -4, 10, so still a C for Fisher. 31 is a 9, and that's going to be popped up on the infield. Third baseman Lanas, of course, the one I can't pronounce is the one who would get 2/3 of the balls hit to, but he will call for it and put it away to end the inning. All right, it's not I can't pronounce it. I don't know what the pronunciation was. All right, so the Red Sox have to go to the bullpen. We'll see who Eddie Casco goes with. Eddie Casco goes with Bobby Bolin from Hickory Grove, South Carolina, right-handed reliever. He has just pitched a couple innings so far this year with no results. He is a C as in cat with an X modifier, a 9 on his master grade. So we got Leo Cardenas to lead things off for the Angels here in the bottom of the 10th. Cardenas is 0 for 3 versus righties, 10, so he'll stay at a C. Here's the pitch. 12's a 25, and that's going to be a strikeout. So Bolin comes out throwing the heat. Cardenas not able to get to it. Strikeout number 1 for Bolin. And of course the Lanas, -4. He'll make a B as in boy out of Bolin. 26, and that's a ground ball to short. Aparicio will field that one with no difficulty for out number 2. Keisner, -5. He'll make a B as in boy out of Bolin. 61 is a 27, and that's hit down to Petrocelli. Actually, that's not. That's going to be a strikeout because he has the X. So strikeout to end the inning. We go to the 11th, still 1-1. Reggie Smith, Fisher's due up to hit next. So let's see if Fisher can get through the inning here. Reggie Smith is 1 for 3 with a walk. Versus a righty, -1. So that'll be a C for Fisher. 35 is a 40. And that's going to be a foul ball. Another dice hits the floor. 14, that's fly ball out to left field. Pinson will retrieve it for out number 1. Petrocelli is 0 for 4. -3, 9. That'll keep Fisher at a C. 31 is going to be a walk. First walk issued by Fisher. Petrocelli is slow, so they'll play it safe with him. Josephson, -7, 13, so he'll make a B out of Fisher. He's 2 for 4 today, however. 45, and that's going to be a walk. He does not have the Z modifier. And he is slow as well. So they will continue to play it safe. Let's see if the Angels have anybody better in the bullpen here. What their options are. So they didn't have a closer either as well. Miller is a lefty. You got, looks like Steve Barber out there maybe. No, he's not with the team yet, don't look like. So Barber's not an option. But let's see. Got Queen, who's not that great. May's pretty good. Rudy May. Let's see. Versus righties, Miller. -1, that'll be a C. Let's see if he can get out of this. So you got runners on first and second. Miller will make a C. They're going to play it safe with the slow runners on. 14 is a fly ball to left field. And Benson will squeeze it for out number 2. Back in the early 70s, they were much more likely to let somebody get out of their own jam. If they'd have been another lefty or two up, I probably would have went with the bullpen, but these next 2 guys are righties. So John Kennedy, runners on first and second. He'll make a C out of Fisher, 2 out. With 2 outs, they're going to play business as usual. They're not going to play it safe. Okay, here's the pitch. 63, 32, and that's going to be fly ball out to Oliver. Oliver will wave off Barry and take it to end the inning. So the Red Sox threaten on 2 walks, and they leave both of them on base. We go to the bottom of the 11th, still 1-1. So they're going to hang with Bolin here, see what he can do. We got the pitcher spot due up, so we're going to have to find us a pinch hitter. Ken McMullen has been called on to pinch hit. Not a quality lefty on the bench, so they're going to go with the right-handed McMullen. He's hitting .255 with a couple RBIs this year versus righties. He's a -3, so that will improve Bolin to a B. 63, fly ball out to center field. Tommy Harper will get to that one for out number 1. Sandy Alomar had the big RBI double to tie it up in the 8th. 2-11, so that'll make a Alomar switch hitter, prefers lefties, so that'll make a B as in boy out of Bowen. 62, 26, and that's hit down to Kennedy at second. He fires on to first for out number 2. Ken Berry makes a B as in boy out of Bolin. Berry's 0 for 4 today. Struck out twice. Here's the pitch. 21-32. Fly ball out to right field. Reggie Smith tracks it down to end the inning. So that's, let's see, 10 batters in a row retired by the Red Sox staff. We go to the 12th, still 1-1. So we need a new pitcher for the Angels. Let's see. Lloyd Allen has been brought on to pitch for the California Angels. He is from Merced, California. In relief, he is a B as in boy, a Y strikeout modifier, and a W, so a little wild. Here in the early going, he's pitched 9 innings with an 8 ERA and a 2-2 record. A right-handed pitcher. So starting off for the Red Sox here in the 12th, I think we are, will be Carlton Fisk, the 8th hitter, and then probably a pinch hitter for Bolin. Fisk is 0 for 4 today. Versus righties, he's a -2, so that'll make a 13B out of Allen. And here we go. 32-26, that's bounced to Alomar, who charges it, plays it on a short hop, and throws him out for out number 1. So the Red Sox are going to find a pinch hitter here. Griffin has been called on to pinch hit. He's hitting .275, a home run and 4 RBI, a right-hander versus the righty Allen, as there wasn't any qualified lefties on the bench to call up. Versus righties, however, is pretty good, so he will keep Allen at a 11B. Here's the pitch, 1 out, nobody on. 53-19. 19's going to be the third baseman, who is very bad, and that's going to be booted by Lanas. Again, the one I don't know how to pronounce keeps getting the ball, but he will commit an error however you pronounce his name. And that'll put Griffin on first with 1 out. E5. Error on Lanas. That's the first error for the Red Sox. Griffin is fast, so that bodes well for the Red Sox. So fast runner on, top of the lineup, and 1 out for Harper. He's 1 for 5 with a double. 3, he'll keep Allen at a B. So here's the pitch. 43 is a 29. They're a 2. He doesn't have that. We got wrong chart. Runner on first. Let's try that again. He's a Y. Yep. So he's a strikeout. So he strikes out Tommy Harper for out number 2. Third time Harper struck out today. Luis Aparicio, he had the clutch hit back in the 8th versus righties a 4-15, so he'll keep Allen at a B. Here's the pitch. 15 is an 8 on a B with a runner on first. That's grounded down to third. And none other but Lanas will field it and throw on to first for the out. So no runs, no hits. Committed an error, leave him on. We go to the bottom of the 12th, still 1-1. So the Red Sox need to find a new pitcher. They go with the left-hander, the spaceman Bill Lee. He has a B as in boy, a 12 master grade, no home run adjustments. 2 out of 3 of the next hitters are lefties, so they decided to go with Pinson. Of course, both teams are starting to get a little shallow on their options. So Vada Pinson will lead off. He's 0 for 4. Versus lefties, he is a -12, so that'll make a 24 AC out of Lee. Let's see if they've got anybody worth pinch hitting in the... So you got Costco, who plays outfield. I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to pinch hit and bring in Costco. So Andy Costco going to pinch hit and end up playing left field. So that's it for Pinson.
Costco will be on from Youngstown, Ohio. He is slow on the base paths. All right. Versus lefties, he's a -3, so 15, so that'll be a B for the spaceman. 55 is an 8 on a B, and that's fly ball out to center field. Harper will get to it for the first out of the inning. Bob Oliver, he's 0 for 4. Versus lefties, he will tack on 2, so that'll make a C10 out of Lee. 16 is a 28, grounded down to the shortstop Aparicio. Sets and throws, 2 outs. Oop. I messed up that play. Bear with me a second here. Ground out, 6-3. So 2 away. That brings the lefty Jim Spencer. 2-14. He'll make a B out of Lee. 64, and he strikes him out. So for the 4th inning in a row, the Angels go in order. We go to the 13th. Maybe we ought to do a ghost runner. I say that in jest, of course. So Costco went into left field. Let's see if he's hurts our defense any. He's a 1. He does, because he replaced 28, 35. So that will drop them down to a 3. So that does affect their defense. So the infield and the overall drops down to a 2. As Pinson was a 3. Costco is just a 1. So that will hurt their defense. Let's see how it matters. So Allen on for his 2nd inning of work. Has 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Red Sox. Reggie Smith is 1 for 4 with a walk. Versus righties, he's a -1. That'll make a 12B out of Allen. 16's a 28. That's bounced to the shortstop Cardenas. He sets and throws, 1 out. 6-3, 1 away. Petrocelli is 0 for 4 with a walk. Versus righties, -3, still a B. 13, and he draws a walk. It's a 2nd walk for Petrocelli today. Now Petrocelli is slow, so they will play it safe. Josephson versus righties is a -7. That'll make an 18A out of Allen. 35 is a 9 on an A, and that's going to be a little number in front of the plate. Allen and Keisner will convene on it. Keisner picks it up, throws to first, not in time. So that'll be an infield single for Keisner. That's the 3rd hit today, or Josephson rather. Keisner was the fielder. So Josephson's got 3 singles, and he is slow 2. So they were going to play it safe. 1 out. Miller up versus right-handers -1. He'll make a B out of Allen. He is 0 for 4. With a sacrifice bunt. 16 is a 28. That's the shortstop. Cardenas is a column 2. So 28. That's going to be hit to Cardenas. He'll go to 2nd. They fire to 1st. Not in time. So a 6-4 fielder's choice. So they do get 1. Miller is fast, so they will not play it safe here. As Josephson is erased 6-4 on the fielder's choice. That brings Kennedy to the plate. He's 2 for 5. Boston's second baseman. Again, not playing it safe. He is a -1. That'll be a 12B as in boy. 32-26. That's the second baseman, Alomar, who is in 8. That's going to be a ground ball, and he will make the play. Nice job there by Alomar. And that quells. So he's out. Stay 4-3. The Red Sox threaten. No runs on a hit, no error. No errors, 2 runners left. We go to the bottom of the 13th, still 1-1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 retired in a row by the Boston bullpen. Bill Leon for his second inning of work. We'll start with Leo Cardenas versus the lefties, -1. So that'll make a 13B out of Bill Lee. Cardenas is 0 for 4. 61 is a 24, and that's grounded to short. Aparicio will make another fine play for out number 1. Lanas will step up next versus lefties. He's a +4, so that will make a C out of Bill Lee. 33 is a 7, and that's slapped to right field. That'll drop in front of Reggie Smith, so for the first time in a long time, Angels have a hit. Lanas is average speed. That brings up Keisner. Versus lefties, he's a +6, so that'll make a C out of Lee. 1 out, 1 on. 25 is a 9 on a C, of course. That's going to be a ground ball down to Petrocelli. He's going to charge it. No time to get Lanas at second. He'll fire on to first to get the Keisner. He goes 5-3, so that'll get Lanas into scoring position. And that brings up the pitcher spot, Lloyd Allen. So let's see who we got on the bench here. So they're going to go with Leroy Stanton. Runner on second. Let's see, Bill Lee is scheduled up second, and again, they're running out of spots. Both teams are running out of available people. So Leroy Stanton will pinch hit. Right-handed hitter. From Latta, South Carolina. He is fast. Runner on second base. Again, they're going to go with Lee here. He will make 11, so he will stay at a B. Lanas, who is on base, is average. They're not going to play it safe. And here's the pitch. 13 is a 40. 40, they are a 2. Runner on second. That's a fly out to right field to end the inning. Thought we might have had something interesting there, but it didn't turn out that way. So no runs, a hit, leave a runner on. At least they got a hit. We go to the 14th, still 1-1. Angels need a new pitcher. Again, they're running out of options here. They're going to They got 2 left. They're going to go with Mel Queen. I think it's Mel. Yep. Mel Queen will come on to face the Red Sox. Right-handed pitcher. Nobody on. Top of the 14th. Find his card. Mel Queen from Johnson City, New York is a C with a W. He has a 6 as his master grade. No home run modifiers. Carlton Fisk will lead things off versus a righty -2. That'll make an 8C still. Fisk is 0 for 5. Here's the pitch. 64 is a 36, and he is a W, so that's going to be a walk. Fisk is of average speed in 1972. So that brings Bill Lee up. Might go ahead and just bunt. I think we're going to do that. We're going to let Bill Lee see if he can get the bunt down. So he is left-handed. Bill Lee is going to stay in to see if he can get the bunt down. He is average runner for what that's worth. Here we go. The corner's in, of course. Expecting the bunt. 52 is a 27. 2 strikes. He's going to go ahead and stick with it and see if he can get it. 55, that might do it. 8, yep, that's bunted to in front of the plate. Queen will jump on it. His only play will be to second with Alomar covering. And Bill Lee gets the bunt down. So sacrifice bunt. 1-4 on the putout. Fisk makes it to second. 1-4, 1 out. For Tommy Harper, runner on second. Versus righties is a -3, 9, so that'll keep Queen at a C. 44 is an 8 on a C. Single over second, runner scores. So that over the head of Alomar. Tommy Harper delivers a single. And I'm not for sure, but the California fans might have clapped on that one, as I think everybody's ready to go home. So Angels or the Red Sox jump out. RBI for Harper. Harper is fast. That brings Luis Aparicio versus a righty. He's a -4, 10, so that'll keep Queen at a C. Infield at double play depth. 43 is a 29. They have dropped to a 3. He's a Y, he is not a Y actually, so that's going to be a little hit slowly in front of the plate. Queen will only be able to go to first. 1-3 as Harper makes it to second. 1-3 on the putout, so 2 out. Harper on second. And again, Harper is fast, not slow. Had the wrong token for him. All right, 2 out. Reggie Smith's 1 for 5 with a walk versus righties is a -1. That'll keep Queen at a C. 12's a 25, and that's going to be a line drive. Let's see. 8. It's going to be a line drive to short. Cardenas stabs it out of the air. That'll do it. All right, they get a run on a hit, no errors. They leave 1 runner left. We go to the bottom of the 14th. 2-1 Red Sox. So see if Bill Lee here can cash in. Let's see what the Red Sox got in the bullpen. So they still got Tatum, who isn't bad. Peters is a lefty. So they got 1 righty left in the bullpen, and that's Tatum. So if Lee gets in trouble, we may see him come on to try to save the day. We got the top of the Angel lineup due up versus lefties. +1, 11. So Lee will say at a B. Alomar is 1 for 5 with a double. That was his second double of the year, by the way, for those interested. 21, 30. That's a fly ball out to Miller and left. He ranges to his right. Squeezes it with 2 hands. 1 out. Ken Berry is 0 for 5 versus lefties. He will tack on 2, so that will drop Lee down to a 10C. 14. That's another fly ball out to left center field. Miller will range to his left this time, as he's getting his exercise, and put it away for the second out of the inning. Costco, who was brought in to pinch hit and play left field, will take his crack here. The last chance saloon for the Angels. Versus lefties, he's a -3, so he prefers righties, so that'll make a B15 out of Bill Lee. 22 is a 7, and that's going to be a base hit to right field. Smith plays it on a few hops, throws it back into the infield. Two-out base hit. Costco is slow. I don't know if they have anybody else who isn't slow. Let's see what they got. Let's see O'Brien. Let's see, how does Askew run? Let's see, Askew. Let's see, Askew. So we pause it here just a minute, figure out what's going on. All right, Del Rice brings in Sid O'Brien to pinch run. So he will be on first base. He is fast. Bob Oliver with a runner on first. Fast runner, 2 out. Versus the lefties, he's a +2, which will make a 10C out of Lee. So here we go. 35 is a 9 on a C with a runner on first. And that's a ground ball down to third base. Petrocelli will field it and throw on to retire the side. So that actually worked out well that he was a C. That's the ball game. So how about that? That was a crazy one. So Nolan Ryan doesn't get a decision on this one. So the Red Sox go victorious in 14. Let's see. We'll get the box score here. Get the final totals. So the Red Sox 2 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. The Angels 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error. The win goes to Bill Lee, who improves to 3-0. 3 innings of relief, did a great job. The loss goes to Mel Queen. He drops to 0-1. So there you have it. Nolan Ryan, his line was 8 innings, 7 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts. So he is still 2-2 with a 2.08 ERA. So you can see the struggles he was having with this offensive juggernaut he had behind him. So it'll be interesting to see how the rest of his year plays out. But he's pitching well. So at any rate, I appreciate it very much, and I'll see you next time.